it going, people? It is Liam Caddison here, and we are reacting to the penultimate episode of Season 5 for Lucifer, as things are about to go down with the vacancy up for grabs between Lucifer and Michael, who made his return last episode with Gabriel working for him and trying to play an influence to Lucifer. Lucifer none the wiser that Gabriel is working with Michael. But yes, it seems like there's going to be a bit of a divide with the Celestials because of Lucifer and Michael's contention for the throne. Some people, including Remy, supporting Lucifer, some people like Gabriel supporting Michael. So it's going to be a really, really big 2 episodes, I feel, or however long this could go on for. This could bleed into next season, who knows? But it is going to be very, very big from here, I feel. So I'm kind of intrigued and nervous about how we're going to end things for Season 5 on Lucifer, but I'm excited as well. And then we're going to be moving on to Season 6, which I know a few of you guys, as of this point of recording, and well, I guess the point of YouTube as well, will have finished. And because I know there were a few people who were commenting, I kind of need to go back and watch your Season 5 reactions, considering I finished Season 6 and I just need a bit of a break. So I am intrigued to see how things go for Season 6, but Season 5, which we're focusing on at the minute, of course, I don't know. I want to say this has been my favourite season of Lucifer, and I feel like with Season 4, it was tremendous with what Netflix did by bringing Lucifer over onto their network. I felt like it was in contention with Season 2, which was previously my favourite season of Lucifer. But Season 5, I feel like, has upped the bar, especially with the whole Michael-Lucifer debacle, especially with the development of certain characters outside Dexter, of course, and especially Maze with her soul situation. God appearing as well, and how impactful that was. And I guess I want to say full circle, the whole dynamic with his relationship with Lucifer was. I've just really loved this season, and I feel like, of course, with Season 4 that had 10 episodes, this has 16. They've been able to expand a bit more and up to the bar, which Season 4 beautifully set, because I've really enjoyed Season 4, and I feel like Season 5 has just excelled, in my opinion. So, and I'm really intrigued to see what these last 2 episodes have on offer. Not just that, though, but I feel like there has been a bit more creativity involved with Season 5 in the sense, especially with the noir episode and the musical episode, which went down a treat for me. But yeah, overall, I feel like this season has been super. And like I said, intrigued to see how these last 2 episodes are going to close out what has been a fantastic season. So with that said, let's get into episode 15 of Season 5 for Lucifer. Let's go.
Semester, not the best timing. I mean, can I commute, or does it not work that way?
Just snap your fingers and be there.
Does this mean I have to die?
No, of course not. And there's plenty of time to figure out logistics when and if I become God.
When?
Right, yeah.
It is you are. That's it.
Aww.
What a tragedy.
Oh, I know.
I do appreciate what Dan's doing now, not gonna lie, but
wine,
I think sometimes
yes.
Who's the
you just need to have some time by yourself and go back when you're ready.
53. Just put in my 2 weeks' notice because
now she
I'm
has.
retiring. Many of my very best memories have happened right here.
This feels
the good, the
sad,
bad, the crazy.
Thank you.
Very welcome.
But you see why I would be a total idiot to stop that money train, right?
Where were you last night at 8 p.m.?
It is a bit
Giving a reading
compromising
to
for her business.
programming exec at Fox.
Oh, good luck with that.
So just say that story checks out. Do you know of anyone
Was that a
else
jab?
who would wanna hurt
I
someone?
love it.
Maybe.
Wouldn't it be great? I mean, we can even work together one day.
Oh, yeah. An angel and a detective solving crimes makes total sense.
New spin-off idea.
You don't think it's a good idea?
I mean, we had Lucifer and Chloe, so
You're freaking angel.
Maybe you shouldn't quit.
What? No, I want to. I want to be with you.
my heart. Oh, okay.
Come along now, TJ.
Holy fuck!
What was that?
I mean, that's a celestial.
Size 13,
Fuck!
taken
He
from
just
the rubble at TJ Ross.
yeeted Lucifer, which
Bigger
is...
than any of his shoes.
We're definitely not going there.
Alabama's actually really nice.
Well, you would think that.
Okay, everybody. Let's focus on the killer. Priority now is TJ Ross. We find him. We find
In my head.
No, I'm overtly trying to get in your head. You don't have to do this.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do.
Do you though?
The alternative is much worse.
Ah, there you are.
I mean,
What are
Lucifer
you wearing?
could
You look
surely
like a phony xylophone. Doctor, would you excuse us?
remedy
just a
that without
thought
you
you'd
having
never
to sacrifice your soul.
moment? So there you have it. Enjoy the top shelf.
It's really
This
sad
woman.
that he feels like he has to be worthy.
Her name is Chloe Decker, and she is much
being
more than
God.
that. So yes, I am doing this for the wrong reasons again, but you know what? I don't care. All I care about is
More
her,
benevolent than
which is
Michael.
why I...
Layton Street, Hancock Park. Request immediate backup.
Hang up the phone.
You should have gotten to a safer area, Dan.
2 gunshots to the chest, 45 caliber. Same MO
Especially
as
since
Jonathan
these
Donnelly.
little hints
Say it's
are
definitely the same killer.
going to be
Thanks.
obvious for an officer.
Dude, I forgot the detective work and now dance.
No, you said it yourself. We can't go there.
Exactly.
We are gonna find him, you guys. We're gonna find him.
Who took Dan? I'll kill him. This guy? Who
Go
is
on, Maze!
Vincent Lemecq, he's a French mercenary, and we have no idea where he
I
is.
love how Mace just stormed in like, okay, let's test some, let's test some asshole.
But time.
Wow, you can really feel the tension raise with Lucifer's absolute concern. Prick. Maybe he doesn't know. You're an absolute bunch of pricks.
Hello. Police.
What?
What did you say?
Oh! Go on, Dan! You should really open your ears, buddy. Holy, I just worry that he's gonna be thinking, oh god, I jeopardized my... Oh, Dan? Oh no, no, no. No, no, Dan! Dan! No, no! Shit! You prick, I hope you die!
Okay, I hear you. Listen to me. We're gonna be okay, all right?
Come on, you gotta pull.
Just breathe.
It's too late.
It's not too late. Stay with me. Breathe. Breathe. Breathe.
No, Dan!
Tell Trixie.
No.
No!
Tell Trixie that I'm scared.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Just breathe.
Goodbye, Chloe. Goodbye.
No, baby, don't go.
Oh my god, no, Dan! You are shitting me!
In here! Come here!
No!
There's no tomorrow. There's no past. There is
You
none
are fucking shitting me!
but this feeling.
He's even upset! What the
Where's my
fuck?
No, you're wrong.
No, go in there and tell him to get up. Tell him it's time to come home. No, it's okay, Maze. Don't cry. It's gonna be okay. It's not true. I know you'll tell me because you never lie. So tell me it's not true.
No.
My dear sweet child. I can't.
I want my daddy. I know, baby. I know.
Lucy, Caleb Mayfield was the boy who was killed. I tried to help
Oh
him.
shit, it
I helped
was!
you in the aftermath, but what does Caleb have to do with Michael?
Oh
Before
my...
Caleb was buried, I laid my necklace on his body.
You did what?
Oh my
Somebody
god!
obviously came looking for it.
And Michael hired the mercenaries to find it, and then they tortured and killed him, but he didn't have it either because TJ the Fence has it.
That's why he was...
Which explains his super strength.
Yeah.
It does. How?
Most of our problems, brother. Biggest being,
Oh,
Michael is trying to assemble the flaming sword.
So he can...
He's not trying to win an election.
Kill
He's trying
Lucifer.
to win a war.
Kill the commander of the opposite side and it's cut off the head of the snake. Fucking Michael!
Because you still don't know how I feel about you.
So...
How is that even possible? If that's the case, Lucifer, then your brothers and your sisters are right. You shouldn't be God.
How many times have we got to get it through your fucking head?
Hi, I'm Carol Corbett. As in...
The guy that Dan was trying to
I'm not
set
really
me up
fussed
with.
about
Right.
this.
Yeah.
But I think she's gonna honor Dan.
Day he died, he turned in your application to the police academy.
Menadel gonna be a cop.
Swimming in a vat of chocolate pudding.
He's not there, Lucy.
What?
He's not there. Dan isn't in heaven.
No. Oh.
That isn't... It's not fair.
None of this is.
Now he's got a reason to... He's got a reason. He's got a reason to be God. To rectify this shit.
I'm really gonna miss you. We all will. And, I promise you that whatever happens from this day forward, I will always try and do better.
Oh.
To say goodbye to yesterday. I don't know where this road.
They're gonna take care of... Yeah, kill them. Slice them apart. Please, just end them.
All I know is where
You all deserve it.
to see tomorrow.
No one's gonna miss these pricks, that's the thing. Families even fucking hate them.
To say goodbye
It's the verbatim.
to yesterday. To yesterday.
They left him trembling. Oh, fuck me. My heart.
We found the people who killed Daniel.
I think that was a worse fate worse than death, I guess.
Of seeing our father ripped from her like that, and Daniel shouldn't be... Dan should not be dead.
Or
The
in
system
hell.
is not only broken, it's unjust.
Lucifer, you can't control all the bad things that happen in this world.
Well, he can if he's
Only
God.
how they
Have to be God.
Lucifer, what does that mean?
It means that we are going to war.
Line step too far. Michael took it. Yeah, Michael has really brought out the devil. Oh my god. Oh. There was a bunch of emotions. Especially when Maze and Lucifer dealt with those pricks, I was just hoping they would all suffer. And one's doing more so than death. Which I think is pretty right, but Jesus. I was so incensed with how they just killed off, not the show, but those assholes killed off Dan that they all, yeah. And Michael can fuck off. But it is a very, very strong push as well, regarding Lucifer's motive to becoming God. Because he's hurting with Dan's death, and this change is gonna happen. Dan should not be dead. He should not be in hell. Everything surrounding Dan's death is a big push for him to rectify everything, because this is what Dan was worried about. And you could he was already hurting with Dan's death, and he's hurting even further with the fact that he's in hell. And he's now going to try and rectify all of that. So I do feel like we're not going to end season 6 with Lucifer becoming God. We're going to end the season maybe with Lucifer being God. And season 6 is, let's rectify everything. This is the fallout. Let's implement change, because, say if Lucifer became God at the end of season 6, we wouldn't know what changes would happen and how well received or whatnot that would go down, because there's no Lucifer season 7. So I definitely feel like this is the time for Lucifer to be a god. I'm just emotional, so I'm gonna end up stumbling. But this is the time for Lucifer to become God, so we can enact on those changes, and we get to see those changes in season 6. It still hurts. I still feel a punch in my stomach with that episode, but I'm a lot more composed, I guess. I'm still angry. I honestly felt like I was leaning into my Sith Lord self when Maze and Lucifer went to deal with those assholes. I was just so angry, and I mean, this is it though. Dan, yeah, he didn't deserve that, and I rarely get that vented. I was just pissed. I mean, obviously Michael was involved with the fact. Fucking Michael, of course. Michael did have some involvement, but those were the people who took Dan away from us, and I think I don't know. I felt like I went through those first 2 stages of death with because I didn't feel I felt Dan has to survive this. There's no way they're gonna kill him off like this, and they did. And those assholes made Trixie cry, and those assholes took someone who I felt was, if anything, the most human character of the show. he had his flaws. He had me being pissed off with him at certain points, but he also had me sympathetic for him, and he went through a roller coaster of development, but they took him away. And, you know, the performance from Bella and Lucifer, it was beautiful. I was just, like, in two minds. I was thinking, this is really, really beautiful, and I was like, yeah, fuck these assholes up, because it was great seeing them go. They deserved it, in my opinion. They began to fear, and their inconsiderate asses bit them on the ass because they didn't care. They didn't care for the fact that Dan was a family man. They didn't care about anyone, so why should we care about them? They're criminals, and yeah. And the fact that I think Lucifer left the one that killed Dan alive, but gave him that. I'm assuming he gave him a description of, "Hey, buddy, you're going to hell, and guess what? It's gonna be a bitch." I guess he said that because I don't think he said anything like "good job" or whatever. Especially with the way that he recoiled and began to fear, you could kind of put two and two together. Especially with the fact that it's kind of like a fate worse than death, knowing that hell's going to be your destination. So buckle up and get ready to be used to pain, because that's what you're going to get, buddy. Yeah, I was just full of anger during that moment. There was a little bit of the Darth Carson that emerged there, but no. I mean, I feel like people are going to handle that in a range of emotions, whether they're going to be, you know, I imagine there was quite a few people that were, you know, happy enough that those assholes got what they deserved. Some maybe were just lost for words with Dan's death, which is understandable because... And when you consider Dan's development this season, injury is even worse. It's added insult to injury, because we know that Dan's been having a crisis on where he's going to go potentially in the afterlife. And Amenadel confirmed he wasn't in heaven, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's in hell. So, but you know, you do worry, considering Dan's crisis, that he's going to go to hell because he doesn't deserve to be in heaven, he feels. That's just why I feel like, oh, is he in hell? Because that's where he predicted himself going with what he's done. And yeah. But I do love how this is a great incentive that gives Lucifer a valid reason to become God. And especially with the fact that Michael is gonna wage war, Lucifer's gonna take the fight to him. He's gonna bring him. He's gonna bring his devil A game to him. So, oh my god, I don't feel like I can reflect on the rest of the episode, but think about Dan. And I mean, I do hope we see him in some capacity again, especially if my feelings are correct about Lucifer has to become God next episode, and the rest of the season 6 is going to be the fallout of that, how Lucifer's going to rectify that, because he said the system is broken. Suddenly I'm thinking about another afterlife show that has a broken system, so that's great, which I've just concluded, by the way, so yeah. But still, there is a more valid reason, and... yeah. I mean, the sad thing is, though, Dan was a punchbag of a character, because we had Lucifer take the mickey out of him, but you even saw how distraught he was, which Trixie's reaction and Lucifer's reaction broke me the most, if anything, because Lucifer, you know, he would always make jokes to Dan and all of that, but they had a, you know, relationship of sorts, and he was broken by Dan's death, and Trixie, obviously, fuck me. Like, I did not need that when she came into the hospital, and... Like, I haven't been this upset for a character's death in quite some time. I mean, there's been some very upsetting character deaths, but this one leaves a hole in you, in a sense. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't, And it's not to say that, Netflix done fucked up with Dan's death or whatever. It's just that feeling, isn't it? You get so attached to a character, and I'm someone who resented Dan's bullshit in season 4, for example. It doesn't mean that Dan's worse than Michael or whatever. Obviously, I wouldn't say that at the time because I didn't know who Michael was. But you get the idea. But this is what I'm talking about. Dan, I felt like, was very, very humane in the sense that, heck, he went through all the emotions. We went through all the emotions with Dan. We loved him. He had growth. We hated him. We sympathized with him. There was a lot going for him, and he was struggling. He was someone who got divorced. He was a single father. He went through the ringer. He went through the ringer with losing Charlotte. He was a punch bag. There was a lot of things that went on with that. He had a crisis this season because of him getting affirmation heaven and hell is real, and he's been going through all of it. And I'm just thinking back to the other episode when when Lucifer played that prank on Dan, and that's going to be stinging hard, surely, for Lucifer. Oh my goodness. I mean, this episode, there was some good moments, don't get me wrong, but I feel like we know what the elephant in the room is going to be. Like, I feel like, I don't know. I don't know if I can reflect on other parts of the episode. I mean, there were some really fun moments, especially Lucifer taking a dig at Fox. Rightfully deserved after what happened with season 3, and then they just decided to, okay, let's leave on that cliffhanger. So yeah, but that was a great dig. But I just can't help but feel like focusing on Dan's death, and yeah, especially, it's very interesting as well how Caleb was brought into this as a reference, because when Dan died, and obviously we knew who was the one responsible for it, there was a part of me thinking when everyone was gushing over about who killed him, there was a part of me thinking, are we going to have an echo to when Lucifer and Amenadel dealt with those assholes who killed Caleb? And I was so happy when, Lucifer and Amenadel dealt with them. And it stings a lot more because we're so attached to Dan. I mean, obviously with Caleb and Amenadel, there was, he was going through a lot of emotions, especially regarding him becoming a father, and Caleb didn't deserve that, and we were so incensed with, okay, rip these assholes a new one. But I feel like the anger with those assholes who killed Dan is amplified because we grew an attachment to Dan. And we see people like Trixie break down. We see Chloe. We see everyone deeply hurt by this. And it stings a lot more. So I was thinking, are we going to have another Caleb situation, like a situation where Amenadel and Lucifer dealt with the killers of Caleb? And funnily enough, I guess is the term. Even though there's nothing funny about this whole situation, Caleb is, brought into this because TJ took the thing from Caleb, because Amenadel, of course, buried, he had Caleb buried with that on, but TJ, he didn't have it buried because, but still, you get the idea. I'm a mess emotionally, okay? Leave me alone. TJ decided to take that, and Michael hired those assholes to take the necklace. Those assholes asked where TJ was, and So, That's why Michael can piss off. I hope, you know, the scar that he has. I hope Lucifer gives him another good-fashioned scarring before he inevitably kills him. Because if Michael, like, there is no reason why Michael has to be alive, I guess, following the next episode. Especially if he wants a war, he's gonna have one heck of a war. Because he was responsible for Dan's death. He was the ringleader, if anything, because he was the one who hired the mercenaries, basically. Mercenaries killed Dan. I mean, yeah, like, this is it, though. This is what I'm feeling a bit Sith Lord-like. I was like, oh, no one's gonna miss you when you're gone, you pieces of pricks and whatnot. Like, they were just hired by Michael. They were, like, the muscle for Michael, I guess is the term. I don't know. But still, they killed Dan. Even though Michael killed Dan, in a sense. Look, anyone who had a hand in this, like in terms of, you know, trying to push resentment, Michael and the antagonist can piss off. That's the moral of the story, and most of the mercenaries did piss off, so whereas one has to now live with the fact that he's going to burn in hell, and he's going to be traumatized for the rest of his life because Lucifer made sure that he gave him a fate worse than death, which I guess is pretty appropriate. Deal with the like, see everyone that you work with fall, and leave the one who did the deed to be left alive squirming for the rest of his life, knowing that he's going to be on a loop on his most painful day for the rest of his eternity when he does die. So, yeah. To be fair, there was a moment where I thought, okay, yeah, once he realized he was trembling after what Lucifer told him, I thought that like he was going to be off to then. Like, gave him a little pre-warm up and then, okay, enjoy hell. So that's where I felt like it was going with Maze, but I guess living the rest of your days knowing what's going to, you know, come is just as damning. So yeah, but I just found it very, like I said, I just found it very interesting that the whole Caleb situation tied into this, given the fact that Amenadel and Lucifer Amenadel mainly went ruthlessly on the murderers of Caleb. And I was just kind of hoping that that would be applied to those who killed Dan. And lo and behold, but it's just very interesting how you have that element tied into both situations, I guess, because of the fact that Michael, because it was a part of the what Caleb was supposed to be buried with. That's part of the of the blade, and obviously we knew from the last episode that Michael has it. So, like I said, I am really worried for Remy, if anything, and I still am, because Remy's working undercover. Michael doesn't know, so surely that's gonna lead to somewhere bad. And I feel like with Dan's death, Remy's going to die, and it's going to take things a bit too further, especially with Remy being on Lucifer's side. And we saw this episode Lucifer trying to rally in supporters and nada, so. But hopefully, with Lucifer's new ambition, this might turn a few heads. I don't know. Yeah. I'm supposed to be going to the gym after this, so I'm not gonna have the motivation because this really has punched me. This really has hurt me so much, and yeah, I'm honestly, I don't even know what to say because I feel hurt, and we've got one more episode left to go, so this should be fun. So, props to you guys for whoever binged watch the second part of season 5, because, you know, if I was in that position, I don't think I could, because it was it's painful thinking about it right now, and I just feel like there's this hole in my stomach, and it hurts so much. And when you reflect on Dan's development this season, when you reflect on Dan being a punchback for God this season, when you reflect on Dan's crisis about is he sure he's going to hell, it's worse. And then it gets even more worse when you take in the reactions of everyone around him. So, and not just that though, but Amenadel and Dan's last encounter, there was a bit of a disagreement there. So it just gets worse the more you think about it. And I don't... Oh, jeez, I'm getting emotional thinking about this actually. So I don't want to comment anymore because I'm just, yeah, I'm, this is really, really irregular for me, like, in terms of, like, choking up. I mean, there's been a few occasions where I guess I've choked up after an episode whenever I want to go into my discussion. But it just feels weird, like, choking up, because normally I'd have, okay, let's go into a discussion without any kind of interruptions or whatever. But I just, yeah. I'm just lost for words, and I'm just feeling the emotions, and I don't want to go on even further because otherwise I'm just going to, bawl my eyes out again, because it's just sad thinking about Dan's story. And it's sad thinking about what he's been put through this season, especially. Everyone's reactions, whether it was at the hospital getting the confirmation of Dan's death or the funeral. Yeah. But like I said, Lucifer and Ella, it was a beautiful tribute. No, I was more focused on the, evisceration, I guess, of everyone. But I was in the second stage, so yeah. And I wasn't always. I'm not the biggest Dan, fan out there. I've had my grievances with Dan, but I do hope that the next episode there is some kind of hope for him. Because they didn't, like I said, they didn't specifically say he's in hell. But still, Lucifer, I guess he has a bit of a stronger motive now to fight for the throne. And he even said it's not fair for Dan. It's not fair that Dan got taken away like that. It's not fair that Dan has to suffer. So I'm hoping that this comes full circle between the whole Dan and Lucifer relationship. Obviously, Lucifer's always taken the mickey out of Dan. But I am hoping that this comes as a full circle, that he gives Dan what he's been sorting for. And that is giving him that peace, giving him that thing that he's been hoping for, that he thought was an impossibility, bring him to heaven. So, and that's why, well, I wouldn't say that's why I think Season 6 is going to be a fallout. I just feel like the motive that Lucifer now has, I feel like with him wanting to change the system, his system's flawed and everything, this is why he's going to become God in the final episode. Plus, just thought of something, it's a mirror to the Season 4 finale, because he had to go back to hell and take the throne there. So, the Season 5 finale, he has to go up there rather than down there. Both of them have something in common. Lucifer would take the throne. So, how appropriate is that? But also because you get to see the fallout of him becoming God, essentially, in Season 6. God's sake. But yeah, this was an episode. This really got to me. I think you could probably tell. Not just with the crying or whatever, but the anger, the frustration, the hatred for those pricks, and Michael. Like, let's not forget Michael, since he was the one who took in the mercenaries, and yeah. Michael can piss off. Wasn't in this episode, but still had an influence. So yeah. But yeah. I'm gonna end things here. Sorry if this feels a bit less of a tangent in terms of, it's just I don't think I'm gonna like be able to. I think it would take a few hours, if anything, which I don't have the time for, to form a cohesive and tangible statement discussion. It's still pretty raw, and it's a good job I'm going to leave Lucifer for a few more days, and then we'll conclude season 5. So yeah, but hope you guys enjoyed that reaction. It got a bit heated. It got a bit emotional. But yeah, that sucked emotionally. It was a great episode, but emotionally speaking, I'm gonna, I've got some ice cream in the fridge, so maybe I'll skip the gym and go, have that and try to make myself feel a bit better. So, I don't know. Anyways, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!